Hello, this is Don from Sonoran Mystic Tarot, and thank you so much for stopping by. We appreciate every visitor that stops on by, and we hope you come back and find something that resonates with you. This will be your September reading. But before we go there, I wanted to have a quick conversation about the significance of September in the metaphysical world. You see, September hosts the autumn equinox. And the autumn equinox is, of course, the equal light between night and day. So the equal distance between night and day. And when that comes, there is believed to be a ton of energy that comes with it, and a grounding and connecting to spirit and to Earth itself, to Mother Earth. And Mother Earth is giving her abundance back. Of course, as you know, with autumn, that's when the plants come out and you see the growth. You see the pumpkins and the corn and the squash and the cucumbers. So again, it's Mother Earth giving back her abundance for the work put out through the summertime. So when that happens, and this year it happens on September 22nd at 3:21 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, that's September 22nd, 3:21 Eastern Standard Time. 3:21 p.m. What I would suggest to you, one of the rituals that they suggest to wind up getting as much of the energy that you can from this equinox is sit down on the ground within 15 minutes before and after. If you're on the ground, the time is great, but sit down and meditate and just spend a little time appreciating Mother Earth and appreciating what she has given us throughout our lives and throughout the generations. Most importantly, it's just giving back to her, grounding ourselves, and then getting from her an abundance. When this happens, make sure you speak affirmations and you speak them clearly. Tell Mother Nature what you want moving forward, and speak them clearly. And also, don't hesitate to tell her what you'd like to just give it back to her and put it into the ground. That energy that's negative, give it away. You don't need it. For me, it's even more significant because I grew up on the East Coast, and as most people who grew up on the East Coast, autumn represented a break in the heat, and more importantly, it's the changing of the leaves. The colors were amazing. The patchwork quilts like my grandmother's. It just meant so much to us, and I loved driving through the hills to see the different colors and the changes. So for me, it brought on a change of attitude. I live in Arizona now. We don't have those 4 seasons, unfortunately. But I can tell you, I still remember my days, and I still love to go back from time to time during this time of year. So let September be that month of rebirth, that month of growth, that month of harvest. It's time to take and enjoy what it is Mother Nature is giving you, what Earth is giving you, what universe, spirit, or God is giving you. It's time to harvest that. You've put the work in. It's now time to play a little bit, to enjoy, and to focus on what next. With that said, let's get back to the reading. Enjoy the reading. This is Don from Sonoran Mystic Tarot, and this is your monthly September reading. Leo, this is your reading for the month of September. We're starting with the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, and if we need help along the way, we may get help from this deck, which is the Archangel Gabriel deck, or my most favorite deck, the Angel Healing deck. I love them. These two are Oracle decks. This is a Tarot deck. The difference is 78 cards in a Tarot deck, and with the Oracle decks, usually about 44 cards. And with the Tarot deck, you have the suits and so forth. In an Oracle deck, you have each individual card means something different and not part of a suit. But for me, I read the Oracle cards as if I would read a Tarot card. Some people use them differently. I use them like Tarot cards. With that said, take what resonates with you, leave what does not. Let somebody else have that. If it was not meant for you, it wasn't yours. Let's get started. Again, this is Leo's September reading. We have the King of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the Lover's card, Two of Wands, Nine of Swords, 10 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles, and last but not least, the High Priestess. Interesting. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Empress. Love her energy. The Empress is fertility, it's newness, it's growth, it's expansion, it's development, it's creation, it's all the things that embellish, not embellish. All the things that are, I can't think of the word exactly. Terrible. All of the things that exemplify, there's the word. All of the things that exemplify the creation, nourishment, and growth and development of something new, or better yet, just taking something from where it is and growing it forward, moving it forward. How wonderful is that? With that said, let's get us started where we're at. Let's start with the King of Swords. King of Swords is a very astute business person, great logical thinker, somebody who is on top of their game, somebody who is smart, wise, reserved, again, all about logic. Then we have the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is a good businesswoman. Another good businesswoman, a person of a nurturing, kind of patient person, somebody who is caring, giving, but a person who expects for you to show up when business is due and to do your business. So again, it's a businesswoman that has a specific kind of mentality that says, hey, I'm your friend, but I'm also your boss. I'm your employer. Interesting thing is they've been going through some tough times. They've been having some restless nights. Some things aren't going so well for them. They were going well before, and they want to get back to that. And they are lovers. So this is a couple. Here. And this couple has lost their way. They've, again, been having some problems. And they're not sure what they're doing. The love is there still. The love is there. The card here is very clear here. The love is there. And that love needs to be rekindled. It needs to be renourished. It needs some awakening. And that's what this spiritual card is here, because a spiritual card is a new awakening, a reminder of what that love is, a reminder of what the passion is, a reminder of what comes from having people who are so much alike. Again, they are both very emotionally connected. They're very in sync in that way. They're both very kind, giving, caring people, very balanced people. They fit very well together. They just kind of lost their way. And so the good part is they know this, and as they are working, as they know this and deal with this, they're planning on what they're doing. They haven't started the process yet, but they're talking about what they can do to restart, jumpstart, to rekindle this relationship and get it going. So it's quite fascinating here. Again, we see a couple who has been a little bit lost. They've been having some issues. They've been having some problems, but the love is there. So be patient. Be patient. You can come back from this. Again, just work on your relationship. Make it happen. Again, the spirituality is there. You guys have such love and respect for each other, such a deep emotional connection, one that does not come along very often. So this one is worth fighting for. Now, with that said, I want to offer an alternative reading, because this is a different way to put this. There's a single man out there. There's a single woman out there. When I talk about male and female with these cards, again, generally what I'm speaking about is an energy. So this is a strong, dominant male energy, but it could be, again, not so much male. It's just a strong, dominant energy. A strong, dominant energy that we attach to male because they're aggressive, they're forthright, they're pushy. They're well-meaning, but they're definitely committed to their position, their life, their career. And this is a more passive energy. This is a passive energy, something that, again, we attend to in old pictorial diagrams. We attach that to women. Let me speak, Lord have mercy. I can't even spit out what I wanted to say. My point is that this is a more passive energy, not as aggressive. Somebody who is laid back, somebody who lets things happen and sometimes lets them take their own path if necessary. So this is a couple, though. This is, again, a couple, two different kind of energies. They are meeting. They're going to become lovers. This is a new love, a new relationship, a new venture. They've been wanting a relationship for a while. Both of them have been wanting to be in a relationship, and they have not found that relationship for quite some time. And it's caused them grief. They're like, you know what? They just feel better in a relationship. They're just one of these type people. They both actually are. This type people that find themselves to be better people in a relationship. And this relationship is going to be good for them. It's going to bring that emotional stability they want, that emotional connection, that emotional success. Again, they belong together. So if you're not in a relationship going into this month, one's coming your way. Open your eyes. And again, it's somebody who is like you when it comes to drive and determination with business and also creating a new something. But this is a more passive, more patient, more laid back person. You are more of this. And if this is not your energy, then this is your energy. You are one of the two energies. But again, you don't want the same energy. You want the opposite energy, but you want to have the same goals, the same aspirations, the same desires, the same, I don't know, just more or less the same philosophy when it comes to making things happen. Anyway, you're going to meet, going to fall in love. This is going to be a quick romance. It's a wonderful romance. It's instant because both of you are balanced, very well balanced. You're very giving people. You're very caring people. So the best part is you're going to give a lot to each other. This is not going to be a relationship that's one-sided. This is definitely a two-sided relationship. This relationship is going to grow, and very quickly you're going to talk about going further. This relationship will take you further than you anticipated. You're going to be planning something. In other words, don't be surprised if you start planning a future together, a move-in or something. And the High Priestess says this is part of your spiritual journey. This, in other words, is a good thing. This is a good relationship. It's a good thing. You guys are well matched. You guys offset each other's negatives. You offset each other's positives. You share a lot of the same things. But most importantly, you bring emotional fulfillment to each other. And you're both very giving, loving people. So this is such a wonderful thing. Again, if you are in a relationship already, go back to the beginning and look at that. That's what was sent to you. But if you're not in a relationship, then this card's telling you one's coming. Look at this, newness of money. And when you see this, more of it's abundance. The abundance card comes out in this situation for both readings because, again, as the relationship develops, as you get the relationship back on track, many things are going to come from that. Many good things are going to grow from that. Again, life is better, work is better, home is better, your friends are better around you. It's a great thing. Look at this. It's a great combination because you can make things happen. Be careful of the deceit. Be careful of the people around you. There are some deceitful people around you. Some of them are not going to want you to be happy. Some of them are, their intention is to keep you single, to keep you in strife if you're already together. Again, but otherwise they're strife because if you're not single, somehow they're afraid they don't fit in the plan. So sometimes well-meaning people are often not as well-meaning as you think because, again, when your picture changes, so does their role with you, and they're maybe afraid. So be careful about that. Again, move forward. As you make these plans, put them into process. Get them moving. Start moving on them. If it means working together to find more time together, to do things that you like together in a relationship that exists but is having problems, get her done. If it means that you are going to have to plan a move to maybe move in with each other, talk about it, get it done. But most importantly, when you talk about it, make sure you expose everything. You talk about everything. Let your secrets out because you need to start on firm ground. You have the Wheel of Fortune, so you are blessed. You can have this conversation. Don't worry about that. You are blessed. Look at this, the World card. You guys are going to celebrate. Whether, again, you're in a relationship already and it's being rekindled, or whether it's a new relationship and you're moving forward, you're going to celebrate with the world, and the world will be celebrating with you. The world is going to embrace this relationship. This is a good relationship. I don't even want to turn another card over because I'm telling you, with that as your general overall reading, with this newness, this excitement, this birth, this fertilization, this growth, and all of this reading is amazing. It is perfect the way it is. And I know it's kind of short, but you know what? Short is blissful in this reading. So I am telling you, this is going to be an amazing month. Open your mind, open your spirit, and most importantly, open your heart because love is finding its way to you. If it's a rekindled love, wonderful, wonderful. If it's a new love, how wonderful is that too? No matter what, you are being shown an opportunity to make such wonderful progress in your life path, which is what we talked about here, your spiritual growth, and most importantly, to celebrate with the world because you're finding that right person or you rekindled that relationship and you're going to save it because it's worth saving. It's worth saving. With that said, I'm going to let you go. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, follow, and comment on those social media platforms. With YouTube specifically, if you subscribe, hit the little bell beside it, the little bell icon, and that little bell icon will then give you updates and reminders. Also, you can send me an email at advice@sonoranmystictarot.com. You can go to sonoranmystictarot.com and book a reading. You can also go to Sonoran Mystic Tarot on the social media platforms. There's monthly readings, weekly readings, daily readings, and on Twitch every Thursday on Twitch under Sonoran Mystic Tarot. I do free readings between 8 a.m. and 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you want a free reading, you can check me out on Twitch. But if you go on Twitch and you want a reading, you have to have an account on Twitch. It's easy to set it up. Name, username, password, and birth date. It's very minimal they require. But again, you can always look as a visitor. But if you want to ask a question, Twitch requires you to have an account. So if you want a free reading, Twitch, Thursday morning between 8 and 9 Pacific Standard Time at Sonoran Mystic Tarot. Again, that's on Twitch. With that said, I'm going to let you go. Have a great month. This is going to be a month of something new, something exciting, and something that's going to transform your life. And I am so glad that I was here to see this. Take care. We'll talk later. Bye-bye.